ChatGPT is a natural language processor created by OpenAI. It uses generative AI to answer questions, write code, and solve complicated problems. But what does ChatGPT even mean, and how does it work? Well, let's talk about it. GPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer. The transformer is a type of neural network that has revolutionized machine learning. In 2017, a paper titled "Attention is All You Need" was published. The paper laid out what the transformer model is, along with the groundbreaking development in machine learning known as attention. This is the transformer model. Along with attention, its main functions are word embedding and positional encoding. When a user gives ChatGPT a text prompt, the first thing the chatbot does with this user input is word embedding. In this step, vector values are assigned to each word in the input sequence. These vectors store the words and their relationships to each other. This allows the transformer to know the specific context in which the words are being used. In positional encoding, ChatGPT encodes the sequential order of each word in the input sequence. This is done using sine and cosine functions and is especially helpful with long sequences of input like paragraphs. Essentially, every word is computed based on its position and its semantic meaning, so ChatGPT understands the input completely and can generate a relevant response. The transformer uses multi-head attention to process user input. This means that all the characteristics of the input are being computed simultaneously. Through this parallel computing, ChatGPT learns the simple and abstract word relationships and language patterns in the input. Self-attention, the function that computes each word's relationships to all the other words, is what gives ChatGPT the ability to make predictions and capture context. It creates high-level language comprehension and allows the chatbot to generate appropriate responses. Because of this, it is the most important part of the transformer. The chatbot has been trained with a massive dataset of stories, information, and conversations ranging all topics. Books, websites, social media platforms, and more were used to train ChatGPT. After it was pre-trained on all this generalized data, ChatGPT was also fine-tuned with specialized data, such as conversational dialogues, industry-specific terminology, and emotion-labeled data. Using its learned knowledge of patterns, ChatGPT can create a brand new, original response to every user text prompt it gets. This is what makes it generative. Other applications use the transformer, like DALL-E, an image generator developed by OpenAI. DALL-E's transformer has been trained to associate specific visual features with the language used to describe them. When given a text prompt, DALL-E generates an original image that visually aligns with the prompt. Google also uses a transformer. It's called BERT. No, not that BERT. The acronym stands for Bidirectional Encoder Representations from Transformers. Essentially, BERT uses self-attention to analyze word relationships within Google search queries to ascertain context and provide much more relevant results. In summary, ChatGPT is a generative AI chatbot powered by the transformer, a machine learning model that relies on word embedding, positional encoding, and attention. It's one of many transformer-based applications behind a vast array of research, work, and recreational softwares. And while it's impossible to understand in just 3 minutes, hopefully you now have an idea of what ChatGPT actually is and how it works.